Good morning, everyone. The Great Southern Slam, day 2 here on track 1. We're going to get straight into it, ladies and gentlemen. We will go through the teams a little bit later. We're a little bit pressed for time. And when I mean pressed for time, we're running late. WA Roller Derby Ward are taking on Dunedin Derby, Division 2 Roller Derby action. You're on track 1. Good morning, referees. Good morning, non-skating officials.
First jam is underway.
Diva Demolisher jamming for Dunedin. But it is number 12, Jiminy Hit It. She's the lead jammer from Ward. All skaters on track, 5 and 5, roller derby action. Number 75, the jammer for Dunedin, yields to the back of the pack. She gets through for her initial pass. And Jiminy Hit It, chasing the points. Nice brace defense out front by Dunedin.
And number 12, Jiminy Hit It, calling off the jam there. Picking up a full 5 points on her final pass.
Ward, of course, in the predominantly white attire with the green racing stripes. And Dunedin mainly purple with a patch of green.
Patch of green, the tartan, definitely representing the Scottish heritage of Dunedin on the South Island of New Zealand.
A 1 blocker in the penalty box for Dunedin. So Ward have a slight pack advantage. No jammers being held up. Who do we have jamming? Number 9.
That's Pussy.
I hope we get to see a whole lot of Pussy here this morning.
Unfortunately, she has been sent to the penalty box.
Power jam to Ward. Peaches and Scream, if you know what I mean, is lead jammer, 5 points. How croaky do I sound?
Looking to add on to that total from the first jam and get out to an early lead here. Pack comes to a standstill. A real tussle for both jams to try and get through the stage.
Nice positional blocking, number 14, Ruby Smash. My roller derby cousin.
Number 9, Pussy, back on the track. Looking to attempt to complete her initial pass.
Smashing into that pack. Peaches and Scream. That's a clean pass for 4 points. Pussy scooting around the outside. That is her initial pass. No point scored. Peaches and Scream. Attacking that wall with speed. A 2 wall out front. Getting down nice and low. Comes a big hit for number 95. Really vicious, and she is.
Meanwhile, Pussy is cycled back to the back of the pack by 1535 Tiny.
Another hit by Tiny. Nice sliding brace defense out front.
Pussy just inches her way in through on the inside of the track and picks up Dunedin's first points.
Juicy and Supper is back on track. Number 56 is back on track as well. Chino, oh, I'm going to say that wrong. Chine Deuced. Did I say that wrong? I probably did. There's a high chance I did. Division 2 roller derby action early on day 2 of the Great Southern Slam. And we're kicking off as a power jam to Dunedin.
Quick official timeout. We're just correcting some points.
And while we're in the timeout, I will quickly introduce myself, Sweet Fanny Adams. Late for shift, entirely my fault. Apologies, because I've been gagging to see this game this morning. So, for anyone who was enjoying the in-house commentary by Johnny Smash, and I'm afraid I don't know the other commentator, I apologise, because I will now take over the online feed. All right. So, Expecting a really good, strong game here between Dunedin and Canberra. You can see on the screen that, Wards of the Skate, that is Western Australia, not Canberra. So Western Australia, I've watched both these teams play several times. I'm expecting a really good, strong game. So Wards of the Skate off to an early lead, but that last jam has really evened things, or closed that gap. So I think we're going to see a good, strong gameplay the whole way through. So we've got Body Snatcher on the line up against Holly War. So that is Wards of the State in blue for Western Australia, and Body Snatcher is in the purple. So Dunedin in the purple, Western Australia in the white, for those playing at home. And yes, this is what we saw quite a lot of yesterday morning. So early yesterday morning we were playing a bit of a game, trying to see were the packs going to make a lap, because the way the blockers keep locking jammers down, and you might be able to pick that up on the feed on the far side. Holly War having to actually work quite hard to get through the Dunedin blockers there. All right. This is very strong work for the Wards of the State. However, Holly War off to the bin, can see that Body Snatcher is standing, so no jammer tag. Holly War released just as Body Snatcher released just as Holly War sat. So now it is 30 seconds, but look at Wards of the State doing what they can to bleed time off. So Body Snatcher in on their initial, carried out there. Hearing some calls offside with the defense.
Completes her initial pass, still no points scored. Did find herself in the penalty box alongside 1-5, 3-5, no.
All right, there's Body Snatcher around. So that's one scoring pass each for both teams.
Tiny set back off the track.
All right, jam is off. All right, and there's going to be a pack advantage to Dunedin, as we have slight pack advantage. So two of our Wards of the State blockers are in the penalty box. Only one of the Gallo Lasses in the penalty box at present. So you can see very slight pack advantage. Dunedin sending out Fox Z. Damn. Official timeout. But you can see we've got Little Yellow Jacket in the pivot panty, Fox Z in the shiny gold helmet, and Glitter Spank are the three for Dunedin. Fantastic, however, yesterday, great game from Fantastic yesterday. Very powerful as the jammers go, so she's, they're going to need to push through that Dunedin defence. Don't know that they're going to get a lot of assistance from their own blockers. Their blockers are going to be trying to lock down the Dunedin jammer, who's currently being spoken to by their benchy. So that's Kitty Catastrophe. So, Bowie Sin Skates, though, if you can only send out two blockers for the Ward, Brittany Beers and Bowie Sin Skates, quite devastating yesterday. Did false start, but had to yield it. You could see how quickly she was back in. Kitty Catastrophe absolutely maximising that. Dunedin have done the first part of the job to get lead for their jammer. Now they're fighting to contain Fantastic to stop her making her initial. And there's Fox Z Hopefully you pick that up on the feed. Fox Z just carrying Fantastic out at the front there and yielding them all the way back. Kitty Catastrophe has, however, also been yielded all the way back. So... Oh, and that call off. Did that come in time? Kitty, the sound in the shed here is a little difficult. Bench instructions don't carry quite as well in this side of the venue as they do in the other tracks. So I think Kitty was not also in a position to really hear that with what was happening around her. So that call off came a little bit late. That was 4 points apiece. Oh, sorry, 4-5. So Gallo Lasses picking up one more point. Oh, Jiminy hit it. Another, had an absolute cracker of a game yesterday. So cracker of 2 games up against Diva Demolisher was devastating also in their game. So great, and Jiminy hit it's really come up very quickly this year. Saw them earlier this year at the Royal Rumble and really developing as a jammer very, very quickly and showing their abilities here at this tournament.
And we've got a timeout for the Dunedin Derby.
All right, so timeout for the Gallo Lasses. And let's see if I can get through some of the team for you. So for Dunedin, the Gallo Lasses, 06 is Zena Morph, 13 Rocket Queen, 131 Glitter Spank, 14 is Ruby Smash, 19 Sister Strychnine, 21 Anaphylaxis, 22 Fox Z, 27 Little Yellow Jacket, 511 Jaded, 57 Body Snatcher, 7-5 Diva Demolisher, 9 Kitty Catastrophe, 9-4 Lady Macbeth, 9-5 Wheelie Vicious. And for our Western Australia Roller Derby, Wards of the State, 101 is Carnosaurus, 12 Jiminy Hit It, 1535 is Tiny, 218 Coca Roller, 333 Juicy M Suffer, 34 Rena Machina, 47 Bowie Sin Skates, 49 Hella High Water, 526 Peaches and Scream, 56 Shanae Deuced. Now Peaches and Scream you can see lining up ready to jam for Wards of the State against Kitty Catastrophe. Continuing Wards roster, 570 Brittany Beers, 86 is Holly War and 979 Fantastic. Oh, there we go, Pussy. Quite. She's an. I don't like to say aggressive is not the word. She's focused, driven, and active. She gets in there, doesn't shy away from it. Not to say that Peaches and Scream isn't, but Kitty does just seem to have a little bit of an explosive edge on her. So this is how the Gallo Lasses are starting to wind Wards of the State. I just need to see the board. Is it Wards of the State or Wards? No, it is Wards of the Skate. Check me out. God damn it, people. So sorry for you guys at home. I will get into my stride, I promise, and do these teams their justice because they are so worth watching. Ah, there's Body Snatcher, that nice little hop and jump around the outside. Fantastic job. There was literally no space there. She found her own. All right. So Body Snatcher coming through for points. Oh, there has been the panty pass to Holy War. So, yes, this is what Wards of the Skate need to do now. Body Snatcher running into Coca Roller Tiny and Juicy M Suffer. So, took time off the points. And Gallo Lasses not calling it there. So, they're going to try to keep the roll, try to keep the points up. Oh, they're going to need to call it because they are bleeding blockers to the bin. All right. So, looking like a 7-4 jam. So, slowly closing that gap. Still at 19 points, the difference. At this point, Wards of the Skate holding strong. Now, we only have one blocker out for the Gallo Lasses. So, if you're only going to send out one, you're going to send out Little Yellow Jacket. And I saw why yesterday. Now, Wards of the Skate did try to swarm her, but then also had to contain the Gallo Lasses jammer. However, for only one blocker on track, 15 seconds, that is a really good effort as a sole blocker on track to contain a jammer yourself. And look at that. Oh, Little Yellow Jacket jam. She's not going to be happy about that fall there. Fantastic's going to be awfully happy about the hit down. Now, thankfully, Little Yellow Jacket is being joined by teammates as we speak. So she's up there with number 14, Ruby Smash, and Xenomorph joining. Illegal procedure, illegal re-entry on that one for Xena. So she entered within the engagement zone out the front and didn't come in from behind the pack. So you can go whichever way you want to the penalty box, but you need to re-enter the track correctly. So you have to watch what direction you re-enter gameplay from. Yeah, reasonably fast-paced bout. I'm hearing the call from in-house that have got a fast-paced bout, which we do, but still getting good control from our blockers. Oh, and look at the Wards of the Skate standing up there. Jiminy hit it. So Wards of the Skate, and they're going to do... Are they going to do the swamp? No, I thought they were maybe going to wrap around, but they didn't need to because they've got Shanae Deuce, who was able to just knock the Dunedin defence, sweep them out of the way. And Jiminy hit it through. Meanwhile, Pussy. Now, this is one thing that you will see from Kitty Catastrophe. The push that she gets going, absolutely amazing, because you've got a very strong blocking defence there from Wards of the Skate. And she's able to keep them moving. Unfortunately, she does seem to get carried to the outside or inside lines, so... Oh, beautiful. Nope. Damn it, I thought that footwork, but she did get contact on the outside line, just a part of that contact outside that line. It doesn't even have to be a whole skate, just part of a wheel's enough. Meanwhile, Jiminy hit it. Round and round and round she goes, so seriously stacking on the points for Western Australia. We saw her doing this yesterday, and look, you can see that Ward are doing what they need to do. They're surrounding the Dunedin opposition, making sure they can't get together, doing what they can to minimise, and you really do have to cover. Little Yellow Jacket almost pulled that out, but the clip to the skates, unable to recover from. Here goes Jiminy, hit it again. Oh, does run into opposition this time. Her teammates unable to assist as they are focused on stopping Kitty Catastrophe. Now for Kitty, she doesn't have as much help as she would like, but Shanae Dost has been sent to the penalty box, which is going to work in her favour. Shanae, again, been having an absolute screamer of a weekend. Fantastic blocker. This is what I love here. Just so many great athletes, both teams. I am personally biased towards Dunedin. You can't hear it in my voice because I've lived in this country an awfully long time. Mum's Australian, Dad was a Kiwi. I was born in Southland, so not far from Dunedin. They're the closest thing I have to a home team. But no, yeah, I've also fallen in love with Ward earlier this year. Their gameplay at Royal Rumble against Canberra's A team, just magnificent. So I love a game where I can't lose because I'm just watching fantastic athletes playing really nice derby. And this is nice derby. I've seen a little bit of a range this weekend as we do, and this I'm really enjoying. I'm not enjoying seeing my girls go to the penalty box, so my Gallo Lasses, But hopefully they can focus in, keep themselves on track. Now we do have the reverse situation. We've got some of the Ward, 2 of the Ward blockers in the penalty box, so we have a pack advantage, and this is Diva Demolisher. Yesterday she did really well, but did not have this same blocking opposition. But did you see the movement and the motion to get herself off? More bodies bleeding to the bin. All right, everyone needs to stop this. We stay on track because that's where you guys are the most devastating. All right, Diva Demolisher taken out just at the front. I believe she has most of the points, but unable to break 3 of the pack. So, here comes Peaches and Scream. I hope you saw the look on her face on the live feed there. You can see her. She is just nothing but determination. And yes. The call off does Diva. Yes. Diva did manage to pick up the point and stop Peaches and Scream from scoring with that very, very tightly timed call off. All right, this is what I want to see. We've only got 1 blocker in the bin. That's from the Gallo Lasses. So almost everyone on track where they belong. That's what you people are for. Cannot play from a seated position. And when everyone's playing like this, I want to see you all out there. Sure, your fans back at home do too. Go Body Snatcher. There's Fantastic running into the booty of Sister Strychnine. She was again yesterday. I've seen some beautiful blocking from her. Fantastic trying to get past Sister Strychnine, unable to do so. But the Gallo Lasses unable to knock Fantastic out on that inside line. So this is what I mean about Fantastic having some nice strength there to handle opposition blocks. There goes Body Snatcher through for not lead as Fantastic is on their scoring pass, being held up by Anaphylaxis and number 94, Lady Macbeth. Well-timed call-off there by Wards of the Skate. So, yes, Wards of the Skate, as you can see on your screen, are just consistently winding their lead out further and further. It's not unassailable. However, the Gallo Lasses are going to need to really shift their focus. They're going to have to shift something up to help things swing back their way. I firmly believe they can do it. Kitty Catastrophe banging straight in, and an assist went up from Little Yellow Jacket. However, Gallo Lasses unable to contain Jiminy Hit It, so Catastrophe have the lead, but look at Jiminy Hit It closing this one down. The points are at the back. It's going to be awfully close. There are points going. Is it a shanking? Yes, it is a shanking. 3 points picked up by Ward to 1. Alrighty, so now we're getting Peaches and Scream up against Diva Demolisher. Slight pack no pack advantage. This is what I want to see. All right, so we've got defensive formations, we've got assist, we've got Shanae Deuce going up to assist and then to bridge to keep her teammates in play. Peaches and Scream held up there, but then we have Diva Demolisher hit out of bounds. No one is clean on their initial, and Peaches and Scream is off to the penalty box. There was, now I leave. That one is, what's the new hand signal I'm not quite used to? Inappropriate contact. That can be any sort of out of play, contacting a down skater. There's all sorts of things that can relate to. So penalty assigned there. But still, Diva Demolisher only now getting through 45 seconds to get an initial pass. Not a lot of time to then work on the points, and we have seen what Wards of the Skate can do with their defense. So let's see what the Gallo Lasses can do. And look at that already. Peaches and Scream back out from the penalty box. So that advantage. However, all Peaches and Scream taking the panty off. If it gets past, it'll go to Shanae. However, not past. A beautiful run through Peaches and Scream. Good waterfalling there. Now this is potentially second scoring pass for Diva, who looks, realises what's happening and calls it. So that's 9-zip. So Gallo Lasses are getting their focus and form back in. How long can they maintain that? Can they keep the swing going their way? I certainly hope they can. But I know that Ward are not going to let themselves be rattled for too long, and they're going to bring back their focus. Their blocking game this year has really intensified. All right, so Fantastic and Kitty Catastrophe blocking, but here you go. You can see both. I'm calling them the Bermuda Triangle. Jammers go in, sometimes not to be seen again. Oh, was that? No, that was Bowie Sinskate. She is a great last line of defence. However, Bowie was penalised. That was a good call from... Oh, and it is a power jam again. So unfortunate loss of time for Kitty. Doing absolutely the right thing until she saw her benchies let her know that Bowie had been penalised. Kitty! Oh, Kitty. That's another thing I like to see from Kitty. So she's one of these slender frames. People think that your position in a game of roller derby might be dictated by your build. It certainly isn't. It's all about what you are capable of, and we just saw Catastrophe needed to deliver a big hit then to try to control Brittany Beers, because Brittany Beers is a very powerful player, and that was a beautifully delivered hit there. Now, Fantastic is back from the bin. She's going to do what she can, but runs afoul of Little Yellow Jacket for a moment there. Catastrophe back on scoring pass, and I believe that was 3 scoring passes for Dunedin. So the momentum is shifting. Oh, can they bring it back so that we get a very close point score at half time? Oh, sorry, Johnny Smash just asked who loves Dunedin Derby. Oh, damn it. They asked who's all behind Western Australia. If they'd asked me who loves them, I could have wooed at that one.
Who loves the referees and non-skating officials?
Absolutely loving both of these teams. I also love looking in between the jams. You can see the heads, the calm, the clear. I love it. It's the absolute paradox of this sport. It's so frantic and frenetic out on track, but keeping a calm head is pivotal to doing your best. So yes, consummate athletes. Very excited. Little sad that this means one of these teams is sort of going to be knocked lower down on the ladder, that we won't get to see these guys up in the finals, but very excited for what this does mean for Div 2 finals. So if this is the level of gameplay that we're getting in Div 2, we're looking towards a really exciting quarter, semis and finals. So very worth making sure you come back for all of those, regardless of who makes it through to those matches. This Div 2 is just exciting the wahoonies off me, I've got to say. All right, Jiminy hit it back again. Diva Demolisher. Jiminy hit it, getting that movement and motion. Now, Diva Demolisher, oh my God, skin of their teeth getting through there. We've had a slight equipment failure, so Sinead Deuce has had to go back to get her knee pad cover. I don't think that really was detrimental. Now, Jiminy hit it. Diva Demolisher has a short period of time to score some points before Jiminy hit it makes it back to the pack. We're hearing the call, but there was a 1-point pickup at the back. 1-2. And that was Sister Strychnine taking down Jiminy hit it at the back of the pack there. Unpredictable floor. I am wondering if it's looking a little dusty today. Hard to tell because the polish on the concrete over here, it's not as pristine. I think it just looks dusty, but very much a cold and crisp air happening today. So I think I'm noticing more slippage on the track because, yeah, being polished concrete, or at least smoothed concrete, it is susceptible. Oh, Then again, skaters, we all know, any surface is susceptible to temperature, humidity. Concrete, though, does become rather fabulously slippery in dry and crisp, cold conditions. All right, Kitty Catastrophe back, while Peaches and Scream still fighting through the purple haze. Purple haze. Oh, tried for the apex jump. Needed to, because Brittany Beers now, I think that's Brittany Beers, and I can never tell if it's at a distance. That could be Tiny. Absolute power pack. Absolute power pack. From a distance, I have difficulty distinguishing between Tiny and Bowie. Just don't know them well enough to pick their skate stances and styles, but just fabulous blockers, the pair of them. Alrighty. So, yep, that's a 4-zip. So, Gallo Lasses have narrowed that lead. So, still a 40-point lead for Wards of the Skate. That is very tidy. We only have 4.5 minutes left in this period. So, Wards of the Skate, however, everyone's losing players to the penalty box. Shanae Deuce, if you're only going to send out one Ward of the Skate blocker, I would be sending out Shanae as well. Oh, so close. That double tap, if you can get it, pivotal. She had Diva Demolisher on the line, unable to double tap to get her over. Diva is back for scoring and a beautiful reverse turn, but there's Bowie. Oh, Bowie unable to capitalize on that one. So, Diva being, and a beautifully stable jump. She has been doing some crackers of apex jumps. The where she's holding her weight as she lands, so consistent, so stable. Now we've got more blockers back on the track. So there's Little Yellow Jacket able to assist with containment of the Ward jammer there. So this call from the Dunedin bench to keep playing. Sister Strychnine now getting in to try and break apart the Ward defence. Diva Demolisher carried to the back. Holy War carried to the back. These jammers so tight. And there is a cut on Diva Demolisher. So there is the downside of telling your jammer to not to call it off and to keep going. You do run the risk of penalties. So Holy War now has an opportunity to do this, and there's only 5-point difference in it. So that is going to even up the score for this jam, I believe. We'll wait and see. Yep, no, 4. All right. Oh, 5th point. No, 5th point has been added on, so that has evened up the score for this jam. Very well done by Wards of the Skate there. That is exactly what Dunedin did not want, and exactly what Ward wanted to come back and do. And that is time up. So full 2-minute jam, just over 2 minutes left on the clock. And that was 18-17, so 1 more point going on the board for Wards of the Skate there. Still, I'm excited. Still excited. Go, my girls. Wearing my favourite colour. Love the purple. It's not silver, which is hard to wear on track. Bit reflective. Oh, Shanae Deuce has had a bit of a slip. So, all right, fantastic. Going to use their power there. Sister Strychnine trying to carry them out. But Sister Strychnine not quite able to carry Fantastic out because, as we've seen, Fantastic has that power. Kitty Catastrophe still stuck in the pack. And a very, very tidy little push to the inside. Did not think they were going to get that on Fantastic. Catastrophe yet to make it out, being held there by Juicy M. Suffer, Coca Roller, and Shanae Deuced. However I'm supposed to say it. I think the last time I asked her how to pronounce it, her response was, "That'll do." She's very forgiving, so I hope everyone else at home who actually knows how to say Shanae's name doesn't mind if I mangle it here and there. All right, you can see the look on Catastrophe's face there, feeling the worse for wear, because that was a mighty awesome blocking partnership. Trying to work your way through that one. There comes Jiminy Hit It having a chat with Body Snatcher. And this is what I love. The competition is on the other side of the whistles, people. Everyone is focused. Everyone wants to win. Everyone's giving it their best. It's not that the competition is about who can play better, who can play stronger, and giving it your all. And I think the recognition, particularly between jammers, the recognition of how hard they're working, no matter which team you're on, all these players, actually all of them, not just the jammers, everyone is really giving it everything, and you've got to appreciate strong opposition. Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, I love Tiny so hard. Did you see that? Such brilliant solo blocking, unable to contain Body Snatcher. Body Snatcher has a lot of work to do for her team. Decides to call that one off, and that was right on 0 on the clock, so we are at intermission. No matter which way this game goes, it is looking like it is going Ward's way, and it certainly is at this point in time. But regardless, we are watching some very exciting derby. I'm very, very happy to be here. Hope you guys are enjoying this at home, and I hope that we will see you back here in about 14 minutes. So thank you. I am Sweet Fanny Adams. I'll be back in your ear holes very soon.
That is
All right. So we've got a minute and a half until gameplay resumes. So I need to give a big shout out and a thank you to Johnny Smash, who covered for me. I was supposed to be commentating in-house because I was running late. He shifted from the live stream. So I'll also need to apologize to you guys at home for robbing you of Johnny's dulcet tones. Really, really appreciative. Got a good comic crew here this year. I'm very happy with the way we're sort of supporting ourselves. And count to bumps. Playing bouts here with the Adelaides, one of the organisers of the event, and is specifically in charge of the commies. In between games, Bumps is taking the time to come round, check that the commie stations are all okay, has set us up with a room so we've got teas and throat lozenges so that we can keep doing this all weekend. So yeah, huge thanks to Bumps and Johnny Smash for covering my ass. All right, now I will let you know some of our officials that I've been able to see. Big fuzzy beard on the outside there, that's John Ref Kennedy. We've also got Lobo Cop, and ooh, now I'm not entirely sure if Happy Ref's as happy. So our three outside pack refs. Now in the middle I can see Refucius. Not familiar with our current Purple Jammer ref, so I'll have to wait until I see the back of the shirt, but it looks like we've also got Game Over, and doesn't matter. Or is that Seb? No, that might be Seb. Yes, that's Seb, front pack ref. So, nice crew of Zeebs there as we get into the second half. There goes Jiminy, hit it with a hippity-pippity-pappity pop. Oh, all right, however, the Gallo lasses have bled 15 seconds off the penalty time. So here comes Body Snatcher, panty in hand, back to track, but straight into a Carnosaurus and hella high water blocking formation. Couldn't see who was bracing them. Body Snatcher having to do a hell of a lot of work. I think we have had the panty pass to Little Yellow Jacket. Yes, we have. So Little Yellow Jacket, our pivot, is becoming our jammer. Now, Jiminy hit it, having less luck as on the points, but I think did pick up the 4. No, only picked up 3. Well done, well-timed call-off. A lot of effort there. So, Gallo lasses, yep, little high fives to themselves because they're managing to get a jammer through and mitigate the damage. Absolutely heartbreaking when there's a power jam-like situation simply because your jammer is trapped. So they're getting a jammer out sooner. Now we've got Peaches and Scream up against Diva Demolisher. Diva straight into, oh dear God, Tiny and Shanae being braced by Juicy M Suffer. That is no one's idea of a good time. Well, okay, possibly someone's idea of a good time, but that's not Derby. All right, but Peaches and Scream up the front having a similar problem with Ruby Smash. Oh, well done. Now, can Dunedin contain, but they are out of play, unable to contain. However, Diva, we're going to watch Ward try to pick up the pace here, I think. No. All right. Brittany Beers trapped at the back. Oh, Diva on that outside. Beautiful. Beautiful. And the camera so well positioned to catch that lovely bit of footwork. All right, now we know what can happen after half times. Yeah, it's not at all uncommon to see the strong resurgence as it takes a little while. One team has figured out another team's sort of gameplays of what they need to do to come back strong. You'll be watching everyone shifting and readjusting. Oh, hello. Interesting. Nice repositioning. Now Kitty Catastrophe unable to get that inside pass while Fantastic goes around the outside. We've seen she's got the strength to deal with a lot of hits to the outside. I think I've seen her taken out more on the inside line than the outside line. So good, smart move. Oh, doing the reverse balance. Does pick up 3 points. So alrighty. So, yeah. Some jammers do get a really good use of that outside line. Interestingly, if you have a look at skate style, taking the outside line does tend to put your legs in a good position to brace against blocks, more on the outside line than the inside. Just the way physics and dynamics work. So it's always great to see people who can maximize on that. There goes Holly War. Now, she has had a bit of a harder time today than she has had yesterday. However, it looks like, oh, yep. All right, she's taken out Sister Strychnine there, yielding her back. Oh, takes the call. So Holly War has picked up 2 points.
Nice block there by 1-9
Sister Strychnine. Very good blocking now. Jiminy hit it. Kitty Catastrophe back up against one another. And not exactly a scrum start, but there's little yellow jacket on the inside looking for an opportunity to sweep there. Everyone's moving around though. So you never quite can tell who's going to take what line. And this is what I'm enjoying. These players are all very adaptable. Jiminy hit it, maximising the opportunities her team got for her. Catastrophe still caught. Here comes Jiminy hit it onto the back of Fox Z, being braced by Anaphylaxis and Rocket Queen on the inside there. So that is a beautiful shutdown. You can see the amount of push that Jiminy hit it is going to have to get in there. And I swear blind, Jiminy hit its legs have certainly increased in bulk since I saw them at the Royal Rumble. I think that was where they encountered some good, strong blocking opposition and nice, strong pair of legs. Jammer's best friend, not just because of all the sprinting you have to do, but for situations like that. Now, very unfortunately for Ward, but this does give Kitty Catastrophe an opportunity because now her teammates have no other job other than assisting and trying to help. Now, when you are looking at Bowie Sin Skate, Brittany Beers, and number Hella High Water, 49. Oh, nope, sorry. 570 Beers, Hella High Water. When you're looking at those three blocking, and as you can see, they've taken Kitty back, so this is bleeding more time off the penalty. Not really getting a chance to maximise the power jam situation. Someone somewhere is going to the bin. Now, Kitty Catastrophe is on, but there, Jiminy hit it, is back on track and has had an opportunity to build up some momentum until they run into Little Yellow Jacket, but then skipping around the outside past that purple haze. All right, Kitty Catastrophe straight in to that Ward defence. And Ward managing to stop Dunedin from forming a comprehensive defence. They're at the point where they're almost going to go out of play. So it's jam over. Alrighty. Now 7 points all in that one. And Ward are consistently winding the points out. We do have a little bit of a lag on the screen for the points, so I'll see if it can catch up with in-house. We had a 40-point difference at 1 point there. What I've got on the screen up on the board here is 98 to 151. So that's a 53-point difference. So Ward are consistently just getting a few more points here and there until they get their power jams where they're maximising those brilliantly. Peaches and Scream having a nice little hop and a skip on the outside of that apex there. Body snatcher, oh, hot on the heels. But these Peaches and Scream can see the instruction coming from their bench. Rocket Queen, oh. 1 point at the back there. All right, so it was a 1 point pickup at the back for Dunedin. You do what you can, every point counts. Okay, now I'm wondering if the lag is on the screen that I'm looking at, but the feed itself is probably, I hope it is, because I want to commentate on what I'm looking at in-house. I don't want to commentate on what's on the screen. That could get very confusing. Okay, Diva Demolisher and Fantastic up again. So again, Fantastics great strength, getting them through. Diva Demolisher trying to deal with hella high water, Bowie Skates, and number 101 Carnosaurus. So Diva Demolisher, oh, Bowie Skates came in for the backwards booty block. And Diva saw that it wasn't going to connect, so has gone in for the points there. Fantastic is being told to call, and Wards of the Skate managing to keep their points ahead of Diva Demolisher. So no points there for the Gallo Lasses. Heading out now to jam Holly War up against Kitty Catastrophe. Now Holly's going to be helped out by Shanae Deuced, Coca-Rola, Tiny, and Juicy M Suffer. And Pussy is going to be helped out by Xenomorph, Lady Macdeath, could be Sister Strychnine, and Ruby Smash. So yeah, nice blocking partnerships on both sides. Shanae is quite frankly, actually I don't know if she's my pick. Ward has got a lot to choose from. However, Shanae does seem a tad more mobile on the track. So it is though, it's really hard to pick who you'd say the best is, because the skill sets, both teams, very impressive. Hoping to see fewer penalties in this period. Second half is usually when you start to see more penalties, but personally I think we saw enough in the first half. We can do without any more of those. Thank you all. Did I just? Oh, I'm sorry. I feel like I've put the kibosh on Bowie. So Bowie, there was a bit of business to be sorted out. Bowie now in the penalty box, so no pivot on track at this point in time. Tiny electing to come off. So minor pack advantage, but look at Holly War trying to find and slipstream past, hoping that Catastrophe's action would get her teammates to open up and let them past. Catastrophe yielded to the back, but Holly War still held by that beautiful triangle, that Bermuda Triangle. So now we're going to get to see some Ward assists coming in. Holly's got the pandy off. Ward trying to assist and break apart that, the purple haze. Purple haze. And, Catastrophe is around. First scoring pass. So 4 points there. I'm not sure why 4 and not 5, but it's not for me to know. Bowie. Oh my God, look at Bowie come in. Haven't watched Bowie. Goes for the apex jump. Now, I do wonder, yep, that is a misconduct because made contact while her feet were airbound. Both feet were off the ground, so call that a flying squirrel. I hope we still call that a flying squirrel. But the no pack call comes through. Is there going to be a penalty assigned there? So this is bleeding time off Bowie's penalty. But Kitty Catastrophe is doing well, has had 2 scoring passes. So this will be their 3rd scoring pass. However, has to deal with Juicy M Suffer yielding all the way back. We've got Shanae Deuced. We've got Coca-Rola. And I'm sorry, not as familiar with the 4th blocker. Now, Bowie sent back from the penalty box. So that was excellent work by Wards of the Skate there to bleed off. But look at Sister Strychnine hanging on to Bowie. Bowie fighting for dear life. That was a great clash. And Kitty Catastrophe calling that one off. Bowie's shaking her head. She's not happy with what she's done there. Personally, though, did the best she damn well could in the situation. So came back from the penalty strong and hard. Now we've got an official review being called. So I'm going to be a little bit cheeky and just see if I'm allowed to approach and listen.
Quick score update. Both teams now in the triple figures. Awards the Skate Adelaide, West Australia, 162. Dunedin Derby at 115.
Oh, here we go. So we've got our captains and alternates, our bench managers. Oh, look at that. They're all huddled in nice and tight. Nice and tight like. Sweet Fanny Adams is commentating the online bout pitch action. She's not scared to get in amongst it. Our reporter on the front line. This bout is being broadcast live on the YouTube, the World Wide Web. On that camera over there. Don't be shy to wave to it now and then. To everyone at home.
I know it's tough, it's a Sunday morning, but put your best smiles on, wave to the world.
Thanks, Johnny. So what we're looking at is a query of a potential allocation of a second penalty on the Ward jammer. So the Dunedin players thought they observed a delay in leaving the track, which would be an insubordination penalty to be assigned. All depends on what the refs themselves observed. All right, so penalty does stand because from the ref perspective, the exit from the track was the safest way to do so. So no penalty assigned there.
Fantastic work, Sweet Fanny Adams. Oh, not wasting any time. Oh, I was about to say, keep it demolished easily. Jammer, unfortunately, she's headed to the penalty box for a...
All right, so I don't know if you heard that over the in-house, explaining what the penalty called. Now, we have a ward of the skate power jam situation, so they've Jiminy hit it. Yes, I've got to say she would be my pick to send out for the power jam start, not to say absolutely anything negative about any of the other ward jammers, but if it's for a power jam situation, I'm sending out Jiminy hit it. Has shown quite a nice bit of power to get themselves through opposition, as well as good pace. So, Diva back for a forearms. So this is another 30 seconds. Jiminy hit it on track with nothing but help. So Little Yellow Jacket and Foxy trying to get Glitter Spank to do what they can at the back of the pack, and that has got Glitter Spank through to come up and join Little Yellow Jacket. Anaphylaxis is back on the track as well. So Glitter Spank, Anaphylaxis, Little Yellow Jacket and Foxy. Beautiful work together, and I think that was a great call by Little Yellow Jacket to just let Glitter Spank know, don't try to fight through to get up to us. Wait, do what you can against Jiminy Hit It, and wait for an opportunity to rejoin us. Worked brilliantly. Now, Diva Demolisher is back on track, and she's going to feel like she's got something, not so much to prove, but I know she's going to want to make up for what she will feel that she has, not served her team well. There's a good focus there, and it is hard to come back when you've made an error or two. You're gutted, you hate letting your teammates down, so it's hard work to get your focus back. All credit to all these players who have been doing that as well. I'm noticing very cool heads on track, and that, here we go, number 95 from Dunedin. Wheelie vicious. That was a wheelie vicious hit to the chest, but fantastic. Came back in. Oh, no. I know it's great for Ward, but I love my Gallo lasses. Oh my goodness. Sister Strychnine. Booty block for all she was worth, but fantastic. Round they go. Oh my lord. Nice work from both players, but Sister Strychnine trying again. Fantastic. The powerhouse. So yeah, Fantastic may not have quite the pace of Jiminy Hit It, but for sheer stayability and strength and power. So in these sorts of situations, Fantastic is where the money should be. Put the money on Fang. All right. So Body Snatcher coming back. Oh, booty block from Coca-Rola. All right. Fantastic coming again. Body Snatcher. Oh, quite a difficult call to see there, trapped in amongst those bodies. Wow, I wasn't sure how long it was going to take the refs to find that one. It took me a while to see it, and I'm actually at a really good angle from here. All right, so, yep, Wards of the Skate doing pretty well what I expected they would do, and just consistently cranking on more and more to that lead of theirs. So they are currently at Gallo Lasses 112, so they have cracked the ton. Wards of the Skate 194, so it's an 82-point lead for them, and we're just over halfway through this second period. However, there's Peaches and Scream with Kitty Catastrophe hot on her trail. Call is coming. Brittany Beers singling out Fox Z at the back of the pack there to take the point. And yes. Oh, but 2 points for the Gallo. Yes, 2 points apiece. So well done, Gallo Lasses, for making those opportunities. But that was a nice little bit of fight. Brittany Beers and Fox Z, very well matched blockers. So the fight there for Brittany Beers to contain Fox Z. That was a bit of fun. Jiminy Hit It. Diva Demolisher. Diva skipping on the outside. She was clean from Sinead Deuce until the double tap came from the teammate, but that inside line opened up, and Diva Demolisher, like a bat out of hell, not far off Jiminy Hit It. And we have seen, I'm going to be interested to see the pace. Diva Demolisher having to slow down a little bit of speed here. She's told the pack to speed up. She wants the opportunity to get these points. She's taking the whip off Sister Strychnine. Oh, stands up to a chest block from Sinead Deuce and does the reverse 1 foot balance pass. And you saw a little clap from Sinead at that one, because she knew that was some tidy work by Diva Demolisher. Again, it's another reason I'm really loving this game. It is the respect shown by people who know how hard what everyone is doing is, and can appreciate when your opposition does something well. No one likes to lose, but if you are beaten fair and square. And that is a forearms on Kitty Catastrophe. So, Holy War is not lead. There must have been a no pass, no penalty. Oh, falling afoul of that slippery four after a nice little tap from Anaphylaxis. So you can think you passed someone, and it'll be surprising where they can find time to hit you. Now we can see Little Yellow Jacket being contained at the back there. They're trying to bleed off the blockers for bridging. It is slowly working, but you've got Fox Z and Anaphylaxis working brilliantly. You can see that was Lobocop on the outside getting in position so he can check what is the direction happening here. Are we going to get direction of gameplay? Because that was looking pretty close. That has bled off Kitty Catastrophe's penalty, and she is back on track and has completed her initial pass. We have no lead jammer. We are going the full 2 minutes. We only have 50 seconds left. And I feel like I'm calling a horse race, because there is so much exciting action here to see and comment on. Look at the fight from Holy War. Oh, here we go. We're also going to get to see Kitty Catastrophe, our camera person, keeping things, trying to keep everything framed. Always a challenge. Carnosaurus taking Catastrophe down at the front, but that was out of play. Holy War back for another scoring run, running into the back of Fox Z, being braced by Xenomorph. Great partnerships there, and this is what we've seen earlier, that when Dunedin are managing to keep themselves together and just work as a team, they are doing devastating work. Oh, unable to pick up more points there as the jam clock runs out on that jam. So we have got just 10 minutes left on the clock. Very comfortable lead at this point for Wards of the Skate. Points on the board in-house are Gallo Lasses 127, Wards of the Skate 204. So a very comfortable lead for Wards of the Skate. Still very excited to see what Wards of the Skate picking up the pace. Clock is in their favour. They can afford to bleed time. There's Diva Demolisher trying to get through and doing a great job. So that's one way to counter a power jam start. They managed to get the pack moving quite fast. Diva Demolisher having to spend more energy just to get for the pace. Diva's got some help there from Lady Macdeath. Runs into Shanae Deuced. Oh, the double taps are coming thick and fast. They're all trying to take them out, and they did manage to get Diva Demolisher out at the front of the pack. Holy War back on track with Panty in hand, has passed to Shanae. Diva Demolisher has made it through on their initial point, sorry, not initial, their first point scoring pass. So that's 5 points zip, but this clock is going to run down before we have time for the Gallo Lasses to take the lead, but they are going to do everything they can to close that gap and minimise the differential. Very impressed with both of these teams, their gameplay, their composure. Freaking loving it. I hope you people at home are loving this too. Hey, Greg. Thank you, man. Nice to get a bit of love on the chat there. And definitely go Ward. From their gameplay at Royal Rumble had me incredibly impressed. They weren't able to do much against Canberra's A-team. They've seriously focused on their training and what they're doing. And, yeah, their gameplay is just lovely to watch. Absolutely having a blast watching Dunedin. I always wonder who the New Zealand teams find to play against, because I just think they are, in a way, they are all regional teams. New Zealand's small country, they have a small pool of talent to draw from, but they've got a great number of strong teams. So I don't know that they always get the developmental opportunities that we get over here in Australia. Then again, I don't know how Western Australia goes for developmental opportunities either. So I just love where both of these teams have been able to get themselves to with not as much opportunity or exposure as some of your East Coast teams. Your teams on the East Coast of Australia, they get a lot of gameplay opportunities. So both teams out here, beautifully impressive. Absolutely loving it. So we're going to see Fantastic taking the jam for Ward. On the next one, we've got a team time out for Purple. Gallo Lasses. Now again, you know, managing to occasionally close this gap back. Of course, I really want to see them close that as much as possible. They've only got 7 minutes to do it, so I'm going to enjoy seeing how much they can do. 137 points to 204. So what, that's a 67. So it's gone from an 82-point difference to a 67-point difference. That is not shabby. Still 7 minutes on the clock, but everyone is just looking composed. That's what I'm seeing. We're seeing people looking a bit the worse for wear. They're feeling it. They've earned every damn point that both teams have made. They've earned them. But everyone is still looking composed. Oh, penalty situation. All right, so only 2 Dunedin blockers on track. They're sending out Fox Z and Lady Macdeath. See what they can do to try to help Kitty Catastrophe. Catastrophe trying the... Oh, wow. Catastrophe was trying to do the slipstream that's been done on her previously. And fantastic. Well done, Fox Z and Lady Macdeath carrying Fantastic out. Again, inside does seem to be her weaker side, but that's the physics of it. Trust me, look at legs sometimes when people are skating. The natural brace, you brace against the outside. But has cut track Catastrophe, however, caught up on the back of Shanae until, oh dear God, Coca-Rola and Tiny come in to assist. Ain't nobody got time for that. So no initial pass for Catastrophe yet. Assistance is needed. Catastrophe hanging on brilliantly there. You saw Catastrophe looking at their feet, hoping to stay upright, and they did, which is huge amounts of credit. Fantastic has to make initial pass yet. Fantastic jammer on jammer action. Now that does give an opportunity, and Catastrophe, so rattled, did not realize stepping on in front of own teammates when her teammates did the run back. Stepped on in front of more than one of her own teammates. That is a cut. So fantastic. That is their initial pass. So very good bit of gameplay there from Fantastic. Unfortunate loss of awareness there, but cannot fault Catastrophe at all. Has taken an absolute beating. It rattles you physically. It takes your air. So, and it's the closing minutes of the second half. There's Sister Strychnine taking Fantastic out on the outside. It is their stronger side, but little inside pass. So that has then bled off the penalty time. So both teams managing to bleed off the penalty time. Catastrophe, getting in there, trying to attack against Tiny and Shanae. I'm sorry, gold star moments. Getting through Shanae is enough. Getting through Shanae and Tiny together, that is a little gold star moment. So, Gallo Lasses managed to do a little bit more damage. No, they didn't. Sorry, it was one scoring pass each. 5-4. Western Australia hanging on there. And again, they're in that position of just slowly inching their lead further out again. The 209 to 141, 68-point lead. So now we've got Jiminy Hit It up against Diva Demolisher. And someone's, I heard purple. Damn it. No purple. Sorry, Foxy. Jiminy Hit It. Through again. There's Diva Demolisher. No joy from Hella High Water. Oh, sorry, not Hella High Water. For shame. Get it. Oh, no, it is Hella High Water. Sorry, I've had a few very similar names over the last games I've done, or 6 games I did yesterday. So that's Hella High Water. Oh, wow. And Bowie, and Carnosaurus, and. The pain never ends. Look at this. Sister Strychnine just resting, making sure the arms were not in the way of that block there. So now, and here we're seeing Brittany Beers coming up with Carnosaurus, trying to contain and give the inside line. Sister Strychnine tried to cover Jiminy, unable to do so. And little smile from Jiminy Hit It as they got past and called it off. Perfectly timed. 13-point jam there for Jiminy Hit It and the wards of the skate. All right, Kitty Catastrophe and Peaches and Scream up on the line ready to jam for their teams. 3 minutes 21 on the clock and another timeout for the Gallo Lasses. Just a nice bit of time. Oh, and there's a foul out for Bowie. All right, she's not going to be happy with that, but Bowie has done some great work for her team. Devastating to not be able to make it home in these last couple of minutes. So yes, I can see them sitting on the sitting down with some friends in the crowd, covering their face, going, "Oh, can't believe I've done that," but it does happen, and has. I do, me, pick me. Sorry, Johnny Smash in house asking who loves Dunedin roller derby. Oh, I love Western Australia too. I can't help it. They're a seriously good team. So happy. I don't know what anyone else is watching or commentating on at the moment, but I just think I've got the pick of the litter to start things off this morning. I could be well biased, but there you go. So, all right. Assuming the position, slight pack advantage to the Gallo Lasses, but Shanae Doost and Hella High Water, they're not shabby. Facing up against Foxy, Lady Macbeth, and Xena Morph. So everyone's moving their positions. Oh, they're teasing them back. Oh, Oh, Kitty Catastrophe, but the water falling from Shanae to get round on the front. Kitty Catastrophe, the bracing against the hits to stay in bounds. Kitty Catastrophe getting some serious love from the crowd now. Everyone cheering, looking at the push, the battle of these two wheeled warriors. Entire crowd behind Kitty on that one. Because that's what it's all about. Just the fight, the power, the warriors. There's Shanae. Not going to get you past again quite. Oh, it was nothing easy about that last pass, because now she's got friends. Shanae's was assisted there by Juicy M. Suffer, but now 3 friends, and Brittany B is back on track, trying to make the holes in that purple haze. The Bermuda Triangle, the jammer goes in. The jammer has not come out yet. Lady Macbeth and Fox Z with Xenomorph doing fantastic work there. Now Brittany Beers has bled off Lady Macbeth and yielded her back, but Fox Z hitting Peaches and Scream to the outside. Yielded back. Here comes Kitty Catastrophe, first scoring pass. This is fearsome blocking on both sides. Pandy has passed to Brittany Beers in Ward, and hit and yielded out. So no initial pass as yet by Ward. So these blockers on both sides, and no initial. Oh, there's a multiplayer block called on Kitty Catastrophe. Okay, so Brittany Beers needs to finish the initial. Now we have lost Foxy as well, but we have had Glitter Spank come back from the penalty box. Time has run out. No initial pass there, and Kitty Catastrophe had picked up the 5 points before the penalty was called. My God, that was insane blocking work by both sides. I think we are down, and this is going to be our last jam. Make some noise at home. If you're worried what the neighbours will think, the neighbours will get over it. I don't care wherever you are, even if it's just in your head. God knows I'm squeeing like a mad thing in my head. Jiminy hit it. Power jam start. All right, so Ward have got Brittany Beers, Shanae Deuced, and Juicy M Suffer to help Jiminy hit it if needed. Gallo Lasses have got Wheelie Vicious, Sister Strychnine, and cord on headphones, not long enough to get to where I can see. Number 13, number 13, Rocket Queen. So Rocket Queen, Sister Strychnine, and Wheelie Vicious gonna do what they can for Jiminy hit it. Or I like where Ward have placed themselves there, so it does give you an opportunity to locking down a fence from, some people think it's the wrong side. I think it's a great position to be in, because if you can't travel in Derby direction, you can't block. You actually have to give it up. So Jiminy hit it. Oh, beautiful. Everyone moved. Gave Jiminy hit at that inside line. Sid down there, Benchy, just directing there. And, yep, Ward getting amongst the Gallo Lasses. Just enough. Rocket Queen hit out on the inside there by Juicy M Suffer. Kitty Catastrophe is back running in. Oh, and hangs on that outside. Beautiful job, Catastrophe. Jiminy hit it. I can see Sid down, just saying, keep going, keep going. Play the clock, just go, 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 girl. Oh, loving it. So everyone back on track. We have got full packs to finish this one out, to bring us home. Kitty Catastrophe, look at the fight after all the hits they've taken, after all the work they've done. Still going, still got fight. Jiminy hit it. Oh, not going to let it play out. Yes, period clock's run down. Now you can call it. That is our game over. Gallo Lasses, sterling effort. 250 points on the board, I believe, will be their final score. Wards of the skate, though, 234 points. We're unofficial at this point in time. We will wait for the curly whistle of over goodness. Oh. Many thanks going to sponsors of the Great Southern Slam, in particular at this point in time, AJS Lighting Sound Events for the AV equipment so that we can bring this derby goodness to everyone via TGSS's YouTube channel. That is the official final score. Well done, Wards of the Skate. Well done, Dunedin. Oh, fantastic. Thank you all. I have had a fantastic time. I am Sweet Fanny Adams, signing out.